Well, the first thing that I wanted to talk about is the Catalonia conundrum. What's going on in Catalonia and with Spain, with the Barcelona government. And to me, it represents a very unique conundrum in that for leftists, particularly for leftists, because I always argue that there's a place in leftist thought where we run into this conundrum of using. So let's start here. Leftists, by definition, we're almost radical. We're radical. We are liberationists, no matter what. We're like always in the mindset of liberation. And what happens though when leftists get into power and they become the government, they now have the responsibility of running a government, yes, but they also have to address separatists, the possibility of separatists. So Catalonia represents a conundrum in the sense that the government that's trying to break away from it, Catalonia rather trying to break away from Barcelona, is a right-leaning government who espouses politics that we as leftists generally are completely opposed to. So Catalonia represents a conundrum in that regard, because we look at these people who are fighting an oppressive government, and while the government that's oppressing them, quote unquote oppressing them, or at least suppressing their protests, that government is further to the left of the insurrectionists, of the separatists. And while the government the Barcelona government is not a leftist government, it still represents somewhat of a conundrum for us. And I really wanted to talk about that tonight for a little bit. But then I was also running it. Well, let me finish the conundrum. The conundrum is that as leftists, if we are governing, then we often have to engage in behaviors that are antithetical to our leftist thought. We're going to have to, leftist governments have to put down insurrections. That's like completely antithetical to what most leftists espouse themselves, consider themselves to be.